field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bobcats ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bo.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team.
Breaks into the open. Spins away. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Thanks to grab. Finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. They go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Ohio's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Now on the option. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the Hands team is able to corral it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass, it's in goal. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
We're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
There's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start turning it on. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The option look, the pitch. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the option, he'll pull it on the read. Picks up the 1st down. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Wants to throw, it's in goal. They go to the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play.
There he goes! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in, it's Pringle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on first and 10. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's in goal. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Hand off to Jones. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Quick catch on third down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll try the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Marshall! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Scanning the field, it's in goal. Looking left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Goes to the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. They're going to test the right side with this one. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
The RPO, it's complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. He's got it on the run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st. Touchdown, Herd! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And it'll be a touchback, the ball. out to the 25-yard line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield, it's in goal. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Going to swing it on second down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback stable.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Bobcats will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up. Bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the run, it's Pringle. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To the air. It's in goal. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And here comes the punt team. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. You got to take care of the football, big fella.
To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Still running at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Harrell. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Pringle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quick strike complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take...
Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's in goal. They're working that left side. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. It's in goal. Here's a heat. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the map. Turning it on! Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's in goal. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Dead center perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass. Finds the tight end.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
He's in open space downfield. Turning on the Jets. Inside, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Marshall! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man, it's in goal. Fires to the wide out. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And the returner will be dragged down. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. He'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Gets the back moving. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Herd! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's in goal. Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. On the move at the 30. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Lawrence. And some room to work.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Bobcats are on the move. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. Got the 1st down and still on his feet.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Got room to work. There he goes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. And this one is perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's 2nd and long. On the option. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Marshall trying to convert on 4th down as we open the final quarter. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Rush is on him. The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Marshall quick to the line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Marshall! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they...
Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to quit the field position with the return. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Herd! Great job by the back on the option.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll bring it out. It's small. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarter.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this...
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10?
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Makes the grab on the left. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coach.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score?
He's going to fire deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Past the first down marker and still running. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's small. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this, this was open.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. You guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner will be knocked down. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake.
Makes the grab at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got a job next time they're on the field.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll toss it to the left. Look out, he's got room. Fights off a defender. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Now on the option. Now the toss. Spins away from the defender. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. The option look. Now the pitch. Slithers into space. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. On the option. He'll do it himself. He'll toss it. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not.
Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. And back to the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.